Hey folks, welcome to the shop. Today we're going to talk about what I feel is the best LED flashlight on the market. I've tried a few flashlights over the past few years, most of which are driven by the 18650 lithium-ion battery. That battery drives the form factor, the size of the flashlight. Well, earlier this year, I tried out the Olight S1R Baton II, which is driven by a 16340 battery. Now this flashlight quickly became my favorite. It's very small, it's easy to put in your pocket and forget about it. It's got a magnetic base, and because it's so light, it's not going to fall off the surface that you stick it to, unlike some of the longer lights. One thing I really like about this flashlight is it quickly becomes a hat light, right? So it eliminates the need to have a second hat light in my tool bag. But it had one major weakness, and the problem was it had a short battery life. Well, guess what? Olight's addressed that problem, and we're going to check out their new product, the Olight Baton III, today. I happen to have one here. We're going to unbox it and check it out. So let's look at it together. All right, so here we are with the Baton III flashlight. I ordered the flashlight on Amazon. This is how it came to me. So let's see, we have the flashlight in this Ziploc bag. We have an Olight badge. That's really nice. It's got Velcro on the back, so you could put that on your gear if you would like. Let's get into the flashlight here. Take off the shrink wrap and let's open it up. Alright, so we have a nice box, a yellow top, or cover, which is typical for Olight. You know, I love how Olight packages their stuff. It's very much like Apple products. It's got a tab here. It says pull. We can pull this up. And we have the charging case that comes with the flashlight. Let's see what we have in here. Let's check it out. Open this up. Alright, so there's the Olight charging case. One sec here, try to reduce our noise. Nice charging case. We open it up, find the flashlight is in the case. It's got a yellow tab. Looks like it just turned green there. We got a yellow tab here that covers the bottom. It protects it from charging in the case. All right, so we take the yellow tab. I'm going to put that back in the box there. So yeah, good looking flashlight. We'll compare it to the older model here in a minute. You can see it's got Baton III lettering on the side of it. Let's check it out. Let's open it up. Let's see if I can get this thing going here, because I know it's going to have a cover on the internal battery, or it should. That's how Olight ships all of their products. Yep, sure enough, there it is. Alright, so the tab is off. Get the battery out of there real quick. We'll take a quick look at that. 16340 battery, 550 milliamp hours, just like the original Olight battery. See if I can get this threaded back up in here. Okay. Alright, so now it's ready to roll. See, it's got the same indicator for green and amber and red if it needs to be recharged. So it's a good looking flashlight. So let's compare it to the original S1R Baton. You can see here they're both very similar. Let's move that charging case out of the way. Both very similar. I noticed on here that Olight, they've smoothed the edges. Like the original flashlight has some sharp edges here around the button. Nothing too bad. I never really noticed it much before, but they've rounded it off here. You can see it's got a little bit different knurling on the flashlight. Time will tell if I like the knurling better. It feels fine right now to me. I've noticed there's no lanyard hole like there is on the older flashlight, right? We see the lanyard hole here, no hole on this one. Yeah, so otherwise it keeps that same form factor. I think that's what everybody's looking for. The The Baton II is a very popular flashlight. So let's look at the charging case here real quick. All right, and you're supposed to be able to just slide this flashlight down on the charging case, and it's magnetically drawn into the case. If you can see that or not. It goes right into the bottom, it clicks, and then the charge light comes on. You can see it's red. Shut the case. And I've heard online that if you have this light on and you put it in the charging case, that when you shut the lid, the light will turn off, and it does. How about that? So that works as expected. So excellent. So like I said, you know, you double the runtime with this flashlight. You know, I think they've really made an all-out effort to try to improve the one major weakness with this flashlight, and that was battery life. And I think they've done it successfully, especially with this charging case. Now, if you were camping or something, you know, and you needed to recharge your flashlight, well, you might be better off just having a spare battery, right? Having a spare 16340 battery would probably be your best shot at, you know, for camping. But it is a very interesting idea to have the case. One thing I think they've also noted is that, and I think Olight's pretty clear about this, is if you, they caution users that if you leave your Baton II flashlight on and shut the case, the light does not shut off. So you could have a, you know, it's going to get hot up here at the top, and obviously you want to turn it off before you put it in there. They don't want people to think it's got the same feature that the Baton III has. In the box, let's see if I overlooked anything here. They do have a tab at the bottom to pull out. There should be some more stuff in here. Let's check it out. I think I know what's in here. Okay, so this would be probably the USB-C charging cable. All right, let's see if I can get this open without tearing it up. Yeah, so we have a USB-C charging cable here, and that's to charge the charging case. As you can see, it's got a port for USB-C. Here's the runtimes real quick. You can see that you get, I think it's 75 minutes on turbo, 75 minutes on turbo, 95 minutes on high, 7.5 hours on medium. I mean, that's just unbelievable for such a small flashlight. You can't beat that. Also, you know, one thing I noticed that they always make these cases, I think Olight makes a lot of these cases magnetic. Pretty fascinating. Maybe that's just because this is quote-unquote the premium version of the flashlight. But I just wanted to try the case out. I heard folks that had tried the case out said it definitely worth checking out the case. Olight does have flash sales sometimes. This was on a flash sale where you could buy it for, I think it was $65, and you would get both the flashlight and this charging case. Right, so you get both of these for $65 during the flash sale, but they did that like on the first day the product was announced. So I don't know when that'll be happening again. Otherwise, I think it's on Amazon for right now around $100. Maybe you can get it for $10 off, I think, on Olight's website. So that's just a quick look at what I believe is the best LED flashlight on the market. Doubles as a hat light, has a magnetic base, the easy charging system. I've got a Olight charging cable here. You can see this is how the Baton II or any other Olight for that matter charges. It's with this cable. Very, very simple, very easy for someone to recharge. But it is definitely, I think, Olight's best-selling flashlight. And after using it, it makes a lot of sense why I consider it the best flashlight. And it also makes sense why it's the #1 seller. But there you have it, folks. Again, thanks for joining me in the shop today, and see you again soon.